I used to work late shifts at a grocery store when I was 19, and since I didn't have a car, I had to walk home. The route wasn't long, maybe 15 minutes, but it went down a dark street with only a few flickering streetlights. Most nights it was just me and the sound of my footsteps. One night, as I walked, I thought I heard someone behind me. At first, I ignored it. Footsteps echoing isn't unusual when walking alone, right? But when I slowed, the footsteps slowed too. I froze, and they stopped. I turned around, nobody was there. I started walking again, faster this time, but the sound returned. Footsteps matching mine, keeping pace. My stomach sank. I looked back and saw a man at the end of the street. He wasn't walking, he was standing, facing me. His hood was up, face hidden, body still. Panic hit me. I ran the rest of the way, my lungs burning. When I finally reached my street, relief hit me, but I dared not look back. Almost home, I glanced over my shoulder, he had moved closer. He wasn't running, just walking slowly, silently. I jumped my backyard fence, slammed the door, and locked it behind me. My hands shook, my chest heaving. I peeked through the blinds later, he was gone, but shoeprints led right to my back door. He had been there. For weeks, I couldn't walk anywhere alone at night. I eventually saved enough to buy a cheap car, but even years later, I still feel watched in the dark. Whoever he was, I'll never forget him. Calm, silent, and always there, just out of reach.
The old house had been silent for decades, yet every night at midnight, faint piano music echoed through its halls. Neighbors whispered it was the soldier who once lived there, a young man who died overseas and never came home. Curious, I crept inside one stormy night. The parlor was dust-choked, the grand piano broken, keys yellowed and warped. Still, the melody filled the room somber, aching. I felt the air grow colder. Then I saw him, a gaunt figure in a tattered uniform, back turned, as his hands hovered over the ruined keys. They didn't move, yet the music swelled, louder, desperate. His head twisted slowly, far too far, until hollow eyes met mine. Blood trickled from his mouth as he rasped, "I only play for the dead." The song crashed into chaos, notes bending and shrieking, and I stumbled for the door. But before I reached it, the music stopped, because the piano was waiting for me to sit. I sat down, then the front door shut and locked, and I was trapped inside the house forever.
I still remember the first time I saw her. The woman at the end of our street. Her house sat like a wound on the neighborhood, peeling paint, cracked shutters, vines crawling up its sides as if nature wanted to pull it down into the earth. She always wore long, dark coats, even in the heat, and her eyes followed you when you passed. People whispered things about her in the grocery store. They called her strange. They said she was lonely. They didn't know the truth. My brother Daniel was always curious. He liked testing boundaries. He'd ride his bike past her gate, slowing down to peek inside. One day, he told me something strange. There was a little boy in her upstairs window. About his age. Pale, thin, eyes hollow like an old photograph. He said the boy smiled and waved at him. I told Daniel he was imagining things. He insisted he wasn't. That was the first time he mentioned the boy. It was also the last. Because the next day, Daniel vanished. It happened on an overcast afternoon. We were supposed to walk home together, but he went ahead without me. He never made it back. By nightfall, the entire neighborhood was searching. Police cars lined our street. Dogs combed the woods, officers shouted his name into the dark. My parents clutched each other, breaking apart piece by piece. Everyone asked the same question, where did he go? One name came up, hers. The woman at the end of the street. Police knocked on her door. She answered calmly, almost pleasantly.
May I help you?
She said she hadn't seen Daniel. They searched her house. Empty. Too empty. No furniture in the upstairs rooms. No photos, no clutter, nothing but dust and cold. They found nothing, so they moved on. Weeks passed. The flyers turned to rain-streaked paper scraps. My parents stopped looking at each other. People stopped asking questions. But I couldn't stop. I began walking past her house every day after school, peering through her rusted gate. And one night, I saw him. Daniel. He was at her upstairs window. But he wasn't waving. He was pressed against the glass, mouth open in a silent scream. His eyes were wide with terror, begging me to do something. The window frosted as if his breath made the glass cold. I ran home, hysterical. I dragged my parents back to the house. By the time we arrived, the window was black. No boy. No light. The woman stood at the door, her face soft with pity. She said grief was making me see things. My parents believed her. But I know what I saw. The little boy Daniel had first noticed wasn't real. He was bait. Something she conjured or kept, something she used to lure children close. When she had my brother, she didn't let him go. People still ask me why I don't walk down that street anymore, why I cross the road when I see her at her gate. They think I'm being dramatic. But sometimes, late at night, I hear tapping on my window. When I look, it isn't my brother's face anymore. It's hers. She's smiling. And she's waiting for her next victim.